The Chase by Kudzu Haiku. The Chase by Kudzu Haiku. Hey there, Zaid. Can you hear me? Is my voice audible? Sick nasty. Is it too loud, too soft? What is it? There's a delay with my message. That's Twitch. You know, that's streaming. It's all right. All right. Um, we're gonna wait for a few minutes for other people to join up. That's streaming. That's just what happens with Twitch. Anyway, we're gonna wait for a few seconds, for a few minutes. Let other people join up if they do. Do you like my fancy new layout? Yep. Instead of just having a window or having a neat setup. Thank you, Cosmo. It's good to see you again. Instead of just having a window recording the screen itself, I just have something locked to Audacity. So, does that mean you can watch other stuff and we wouldn't know it? No, you'd hear the audio. You would hear me listening to edgy songs by Disturbed. So, how has your day been, Zaid, Cosmo? I ate oatmeal. Did you like the oatmeal? Because oatmeal is kind of garbage. It burned my tongue with coffee. Sounds like you really had a subpar breakfast. I thought finals ended a while ago, or at least last week. Now I'm gonna have cheap steak and rice. I thought finals ended like last week sometime. Not in this fucking country. Where are you, Cosmo? Are you actually in the cosmos? Norway. I have to say, your English is impeccable. Oh well. Let's begin. The Chase, Chapter 5, by Kudzu Haiku. Chase, by Kudzu Haiku, Chapter 5. Oh, let me know if anything is too loud or too soft, if you can't hear it or anything. I can tell it's a bit too loud for me. The center of the town of Ponyville. Are we only on chapter 5? Yep. I could do random chapters throughout the whole thing, but whatever, let's just go in order. We have to follow the madness at its source. Above the center of the town of Ponyville, there was a cloud, and from the side of... Are you picking up that weird feedback? Because I'm hearing it. If we don't go in order, we may not understand what's going on. Well, it's not like we could understand it even when we were reading chapters 1 through 4. From the side of this cloud dangled a tail. But I already don't know what's going on. Well, Cosmo, that's literally everyone's story when it comes to The Chase by Kudzu Haiku. From the side of this cloud dangled a tail. A rainbow-colored tail. Especially now that I've forgotten a ton of it. Do you think it'll be easier to understand if we read random chapters? Only if the chapter that we happen to pick is a self-contained story. Like, out of all of this, chapter 666 is about a little filly having to take a shit or something. I don't fucking know. I wouldn't be surprised. And from the side of this cloud dangled a tail. A rainbow-colored tail. The tail was attached to a napping blue Pegasus. Ah, damn it. This cloud dangled a tail. Less easy to understand the fixed story, but perhaps more easy to understand its nature. A rainbow-colored tail. The tail was attached to a napping blue Pegasus. Chapter 333 is all about farting. Did you go there and read it? Because if it is, I know it's all the way in the hundreds and I'll probably be dead by the time I reach that, but holy fuck. Napping blue Pegasus was nestled into the cloud, snoring peacefully, having a late nap as the afternoon now transitioned into evening. Pegasi, always above everything and every pony. That one. Oh wait, no, that's not noise reduction. I'm stupid. Ah. I've completely forgotten how to work Audacity. I'm stupid. The Chase 2, The Pursuit. I wonder what will Kuz do once he reaches the chapter limit. 1,000 Chase 2, The Pursuit. Starring Will Smith in another sad attempt at an Oscar. Oh, Zay, that's mean. Deserved, but mean. Will Jaden be in it? Hi, all. Hey, Bleedin'. Good to see you again as well. It's good to see all the Warriors join us today. Certainly enjoyed Suicide Squad, it just happened to be a fucking terrible movie. Was it really that bad? I've heard a lot of people say that it's alright at best. Pegasi, always above everything and every pony, always looking down on every pony below them. Alright. Alright, shut up about Suicide Squad. I want you guys to listen to this particular little fucking thing, alright? Pegasi, always above everything and every pony, always looking down on every pony below them. The napping blue Pegasus was the embodiment with everything that one pony believed was wrong with the Pegasus tribe. And that pony's name was Filthy Rich. Okay, so we've established that Filthy Rich is watching Rainbow Dash nap right now. And that he thinks that there's something wrong with the Pegasus tribe simply because Rainbow Dash likes to take a nap sometimes. Brutes. Lazy brutes who contribute nothing to society and who once stole food from us hard-working earth ponies. Now we've just established that Filthy Rich thinks there's something wrong with the Pegasus tribe because of what happened over centuries ago. There's nothing wrong with some casual racism. Only in a joking format. I can see why a hard-working self-made stallion would be against lazy bums. What's wrong with a nap? It's like, I'm on break. I'm gonna take a nap. What the fuck? Working earth ponies. How hard could it be to manage the weather? How hard? I'm saying that I'm not surprised to see a rich guy hate people who take fiestas. You mean a siesta, Cosmo? That's a siesta. Who do you think you are, taking reason and perspective into an argument about hate? Liberal. Wait. I think I messed up that joke. I'm not fucking Spanish, am I? Automod held this message. Allow it. Allowing will post it in chat. Allow. Hate is superfluous. I always thought the word superfluous was kind of weird. It sounds like a fancy name for water. How hard could it be to manage the weather? They do so little and take so much. My taxes pay for the weather team, and all they ever do is nap. Now we've just established that Filthy Rich is racist against Pegasi. It has too many letters. Filthy Rich fumed as he stared upward at the rainbow-colored tail, and he internally debated with himself about lecturing the lazy layabout Pegasus. What makes it so super? Well, 'cause it's Fluus. You ever met that Fluus guy? I hate him. Against his own better judgment, he bit his tongue and went home. We need more fixed with good storylines. It's all random nowadays. Well, Bleedin', this is your chance. Give us a story that makes us say, "What the hell did I read?" Against his own better judgment, he bit his tongue and went home. Making plans to tell his filly Diamond Tiara. Oh, I want you guys to listen to this part too. Listen very closely. Making plans to tell his filly Diamond Tiara in great detail everything that was wrong in the world, hoping to make her see just how important it was for her to stand up for herself and never once give in to the world that was going to try and shake her down for everything she was going to try and shake her down for everything she was worth. Takes a lot of planning and hard work to make a legitimate story. It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy, Bleedin'. But like Zay just said, that's what makes it worth it. You've got to try. It's like searching for treasure. It's like searching for treasure. You find it, and now you have a shitload of money. Hoping to make her see just how important it was for her to stand up for herself and never once give in to the world that was going to try and shake her down for everything she was worth. Also, I'm not sure if you guys just noticed, but Filthy Rich is instilling this racism of the Pegasi tribe into his daughter, Diamond Tiara. Worth. The exhausted Rainbow Dash was taking a well-deserved nap on a cloud. Good old family values. It's like we're in the deep south or something. The exhausted Rainbow Dash was taking a well-deserved nap on a cloud, having just finished mapping the area for the upcoming scheduled rainstorm. See, I kind of have to admit, while there is some stupid bullshit in this particular chapter, there's not a lot of it, so editing could be a bit short. I would also be racist if there was a race of flying horses that sent SWAT teams to your house. I'm just saying. I remember that. That's a callback to a previous stream. Rainstorm. She had to take note of the dry patches of soil, the moist patches of soil, and the so-so patches of earth and soil. Every time there is a stupid moment, I'm listening, Bleedin'. The suspense is killing me. Put a sound of Yoda from Bad Lip Singing Seagulls. What the what? Oh, you haven't seen that video? Don't worry, guys. I'll show you exactly what he means. Just listen. It's actually pretty entertaining.
Penny for your thoughts.
I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all in my pants.
There's nothing a little music can't help. Rockin'.
Anyway, yeah, that's the song. So what you're saying is take random bits of that song and insert it when everything is. Well, I would have to insert the entire song for and stretch it to 13 minutes long, because that's how long this particular chapter is. Well, that was certainly a song. I don't know. I like it, and I think it's one of those things that you listen to when there's nothing, when you can't think of anything else to listen to. Since they are using copyrighted footage, you can use it. Yeah, the song itself isn't copyrighted. At least I assume not. Have you heard of those songs slowed down to 800%? Vaporwave? Or Paul Stretched? Observe for flags left out by hopeful farmers needing rain. I'm not sure what you mean then, Zaid. Could you tell me what you mean? Show me an example. Okay, here's the thing. There's a bit of story to this. Oh, I am excited, Zaid. Patches of soil, the moist patches of soil, and the so-so patches of earth and soil. Observe for flags left out by hopeful farmers needing rain, and check the levels of various ponds and places where runoff went. This mapping culminated with a trip to the upper level atmosphere, an extremely high altitude, which took a great deal of effort, and Rainbow Dash had to do it almost daily. Someone took Justin Bieber's Baby and slowed it down to the point it's completely unrecognizable. I haven't heard of that. Can you link me a video? Dash had to do it almost daily to monitor everything in a wide radius around Ponyville. Someone listened to it and used a similar technique to score the latest Dredd movie. The upper level atmosphere. The stratosphere? Tell you what, I do like slow, like, you know. Let's skip ahead a bit here, though. Let's get to the juicy bits. I'll be listening to that later. I like that. That's like exosphere, thermosphere stuff. Yeah, I was thinking that too. When I narrated this, I was thinking upper level atmosphere. That's like the stratosphere or the thermosphere. Isn't that like just a hair outside of space? If she's really in the upper level of the atmosphere, she's at least 700 kilometers up. That's out. Isn't that like space? Pretty much. She's in outer space. The flight was exhausting, as Rainbow Dash had short wings. Oh, hey, here's a little special thing. Space Horse. Here's a special thing. Rainbow Dash, known for being very fast, a really good flyer, and has won a bunch of contests and stuff. As Rainbow Dash had short wings. Has very short wings. I'm sorry? I don't understand. Have you forgotten the things that she likes to do, Kudzu? That's like if Usain Bolt was a midget. She had to actually fly up to where she needed to be. She couldn't glide up there on updrafts. And she had to actually fly up to where she needed to be. She couldn't glide up there on updrafts. Also, apparently, she actually has to flap her wings to get up to the upper atmosphere. To get up to outer space. She can't glide on updrafts. Even with small wings, you could still glide upwards. That's a thing that birds do. Maybe he's planning to do a thing with RD's tiny wings and Foodaloo's tiny dick. I mean wings. It's like, oh, like, no matter what, no matter how small your wings are, you can fly. 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 I hated fucking Harry Potter. Peter Pan. I hated Peter Pan. I thought it was fucking boring. She had to actually fly up to where she needed to be. She couldn't glide up there on updrafts and rising currents. No matter how small your wings are, as long as you have a Maricock. As long as you have a Maricock, you'll be alright. You could work in the porno industry. Conserving energy. No, it was all... What if I have neither? You're a filthy mud pony then. Or a snobbish unicorn. Conserving energy. No, it was all active effort, and it required thousands and thousands of calories every day to keep her body fueled. Thousands and thousands of calories every day. Does that mean Rainbow Dash is actually kind of fat? It was also tiring. Tiring. It's all so tiring. So very, very tiring. And that was only one of their dozens of duties as the weather captain. And that was only one of her dozens of duties as the weather captain. Rainbow Dash frequently spent her days in a state of near exhaustion, sometimes struggling to keep her eyes open through her many daily tasks. Well, I just wanted to say, if she's truly... Sorry, I left internet fucked up. You're fine. Anyway, if she truly has a problem, with her wings, Here, have something from my horse research. Can't wait. Oh boy, the calorie intake of a horse. Can't wait to read this. The Equine Nutrition Nerd, the place for easy to understand information about nutrition for your horse. Oh goody. How many of you have counted calories in your own diet? Probably most of you are at least familiar with the term and that it provides your body with energy. A calorie is actually a measure of energy provided by the food we eat. It is the basic unit of heat energy defined as the amount of heat required to raise 1 gram of water 1 degree Celsius. All living things have energy requirements, so blah blah blah. 2007. Let's see. You don't even need to read this. I'm just amazed I had a chance to post the link. Alright, fine. Fuck you then. Anyways, I was saying. In the story, Kudzu Haiku says that Rainbow Dash has tiny wings and that she lives most of her life in near exhaustion. Just for that, I'm going to read it. Anyway. Her body would eventually give out. It's like exercising for, I'd say, 5 to 6 hours a day, every single day. Your body can't live through that. I mean, eventually you'll get used to it, but you're gonna die young. I mean, it kind of fits Rainbow Dash's lifestyle, but I don't know. Kudzu, your story makes my brain explode. The occasional nap kept her safe and allowed her to do her job. Kept her safe? What does that even mean? I don't even remember reading that. What the fuck does that mean? Keep her safe? Safe from what? Predators? The fuck? What the fuck? Anyone see Samurai Jack finale? Safe from the mean streets. No, I haven't watched Samurai Jack at all. I haven't seen any of the new episodes. I've been meaning to, but other stuff keeps me from doing it. Safe. Fuck, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. And I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, what did I miss? Have you seen the older series? I did see the older series, not a whole lot of it. This required the first seasons through 100% legal means. I'm assuming you bought like a fucking DVD set. I watched it when it aired, but I've rewatched a few old episodes. I haven't seen the new season yet. I'm holding off on both that and the Twin Peaks until I'm done with uni. Same here. If you're watching old Twin Peaks, you should probably stop around midway through the second season, as as David Lynch had left at that point, and the quality just dropped like a stone in water. I've watched old Twin Peaks more than once. Okay, so you understand then. Fight me. No, I like Twin Peaks, but not anything past the second season. I mean, midway through the second season. But he came back for the finale. Yeah, I loved the finale. I fucking loved the finale. It was fucking weird. What's Twin Peaks? Oh, Bleedin', you've got to watch Twin Peaks. It's great. Anyway, let's get back to stuff that is not Twin Peaks, but just as not understandable. The occasional nap kept her safe and allowed her to do her job, which was unbelievably complex. Unbelievably complex. Oh, in what ways are they complex? I mean, you did mention that you have to check the dirt for moisture for some reason. But tell us, in what ways is the weather management complex? I'm willing to believe you. Unbelievably complex. And then ponies like Filthy Rich had the audacity to lecture her on a... Oh, you didn't tell me how it was complex. You said it was complex, but you didn't explain why. Are you bullshitting me? She can go 700 kilometers straight up, but checking the Earth is hard. Don't question the dense intricacies of weather management. Oh, Zage, you're right. I probably shouldn't. What else? Firewalk with Me is pretty good. I didn't see Firewalk with Me. Did you watch Red Letter Media's take on Firewalk with Me? Cosmo? Their review video? What does kudzu haiku even mean in Japanese? I don't know the fuck what kudzu is, but haiku is a form of... It means shitty poetry. Yeah, I'll go with Cosmo. It means shitty poetry. And then ponies like Filthy Rich had the audacity to lecture her gaseous poetry. He's like Filthy Rich had the audacity to lecture her on occasion for napping on a cloud. Fitting. So, here it says... And then ponies like Filthy Rich had the audacity to lecture her on occasion for napping on a cloud. So it's like, Filthy Rich is like, hey, stop being so lazy, you lazy bitch. And Rainbow Dash could just go down and say, look, buddy, being a weather manager is like really fucking hard, alright? I deserve a fucking nap sometimes. But here is even more racism from Pegasi to Earth Ponies. Those ground-pounding numbskulls had no idea how good they had it. Their lives were unbelievably easy. They didn't have to. I should add this a bit. Unbelievably easy. They didn't have to work all that hard at anything, and were kept safe by the Pegasi watching over them. A little gratitude once in a while might be nice. So, literally everyone is racist towards each other for shit that happened centuries ago. And instead of just saying, hey, dude, managing the weather is really fucking hard. I'd like to take a nap every now and again. She's like, oh, you fucking mud pony, you filthy numbskull. What the fuck? This is not how this character is supposed to act. Everything is out of character. Everything is OOC. I don't understand. I just don't get the point of the fic generally being show-esque in tone as opposed to overtly dark. Yet it tries to force this racism theme. I'm not sure what the point of it all is. Maybe he wants to fix this racism that he instilled in himself? Kudzu wants to fix this racism because he wants to make the character to be the big hero, to fix society, to make everyone love each other by fucking all of the mirrors. Once in a while might be nice. 999 chapters of fart-filled self-therapy. Sweet potatoes were Oh, and here is Derpy and Dinky because pace in this fucking story is what? What's that? What is pace? Meh. Sweet potatoes were perhaps Dinky's most favoritist food ever. She was already feeling kind of full, but she managed to spoon in a few more bites of the buttery sweet potato on her plate. Oh, and she likes sweet potato. I don't like sweet potato. While butterscotch pudding was a tempting dessert, sweet potatoes were the greatest thing ever. Kind of fucking... The little unicorn foal felt like she was going to pop at any moment. Feeling very satisfied, Dinky rubbed her belly and let out a small belch. Dinky... Stinkia? I don't get your joke, Bleedin'. I don't understand. Keep that reaction in. I was gonna do that anyway. I like fried sweet potatoes. I'm sorry, Zaid. I don't really... I'm sorry. I wish I did. Because everyone's like, oh, I fucking love sweet potatoes. Pinky the Stinky. Anyway. Oh, sweet potatoes are the greatest. I'm sorry. They're too sweet. They're too sweet for me. Dinky... I'm not big on sweet potatoes myself. It's alright. Okay, so here is a little more insight to Pegasus nature. To Pegasus whatever. Hooves, where are your manners? Derby demanded. I don't like them other than fried. Get your fucking buckets ready because you're gonna barf out your fucking mind when you see how Pegasi complement each other's cooking. Belch. Dinky two hooves. Where are your manners? Derby demanded. Dinky hung her head guiltily, still rubbing her belly, now feeling very, very ashamed for herself. She was almost certain that she did. I don't like them other than fried and with pork. And you've got a link here. That looks pretty good. On a sandwich? Onions, pork, sweet potatoes on a bun. That looks pretty good. I'd eat that. I would eat that with you, Zaid. We would be best friends, and we would eat all of the food together. She was almost certain that she didn't need to wonder if she had room for dessert. Her mother was glaring at her fiercely. One eye narrowed and focused, the other eye winks shut so Derpy could get her good eye to see clearly. Layers, donkey. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers? We get it. That would be nice. That would be nice. Haha. Alright. So, as I said before, this is how Pegasi complement each other's cooking. Dingy took a deep breath, and then another, feeling all of the pressure of the day and everything that had happened, and felt the dreadful urge to cry again. She struggled, knowing that she had to make this right somehow. Her mother was really angry right now. Oh yeah, that's right. Here. So. Holy shit, that accent was perfect. No, it wasn't. That was terrible. Okay, so, in this little bit here, I'm not sure if this bit here, there's supposed to be a burp sound effect. Right? So I downloaded 10 minutes of burping sound effects, but I'm not sure, you keep building up for this, I'm not sure which burp is perfect enough. So I'm going to let you guys take a crack at this. Should I take every single burp within the 10-minute thing of footage, combine it into one, and then amplify... Yeah, all of them at once. Yep. Alright, Cosmo, you win. Great minds think alike. Compose a symphony with the burps. I told you I don't know anything about musical theory. Like I said, this is 10 minutes long. This is going to take a while. You'll probably hear it. You probably know as much about music as Kudzu does about literature. You know, that's not that's not a whole lot off. Johann Sebastian burps. Oh god, this is gonna take a while. We've got 3 burps here. Let's see how it sounds. Sounds stupid. Do the doo-doo from YouTube whenever something doesn't make sense. Oh, do the... I'm sorry, Bleeding. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll look it up later. You know, you should have saved that clip from you saying nothing made sense and just played it in a continuous loop. I'm afraid I don't have that on this computer. I mean, I could go to the video, download it, convert it to MP3, and just get nothing made sense. Oh, that would take so long. It takes so long. I have so little time. Okay, so how does this sound so far? Whoops. Or you could record it again. No, the way I said nothing made sense was so perfect. It's like nothing made sense. It's like there's no way you can recreate that. Anyway, how do all of these burps at once sound so far? I started to create bad Audacity mixed music at some point with the intention of making a shitty album. But I started putting so much effort into it that it couldn't be justified as ironically bad anymore. Since we're on the topic of musical theory. That is the pain of wanting to create something intentionally bad. How much effort do you put into it, or how little effort do you put into it, so that it's the right mixture of effort and bad to create something enjoyably bad. It's like Sharknado. That's too much bad. Whatever. We got all these burps here. Let's just amplify them and be on our way. We've got all these burps here. Good fucking lord, just wait until we have to get a collection of fucking farts or something. Alright, let's see how this sounds. Holy fuck. Dear goodness. Oh, that was perfect. Let's listen to that again. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. Whew. Alright. That's good enough. We don't need any more. Any more would just ruin it. Diggy Doo Hooves had to reach in deep and really go for the gusto to make up for her earlier blunder. Oh yeah, that's right. Pegasi, it's considered good manners to burp and fart all over the place after eating a feast of food. Burp and fart, just all over the place. Her mouth wide as possible, and even allowed her tongue to dangle out as she belched. The noise was extra resonant and gurgly, and her artistic resonations and the subtle rise and fall in pitch showed that she really appreciated her mother's efforts. See? You burp and fart all over the place to say that was really good food, Mother. I can only imagine how a restaurant will smell after a troop of Pegasi enter the building. Can't help but wonder how the people from Asian cultures who do this kind of thing would feel about this. Asian people do that? I want someone from India to read. Oh, are you making a poo and loo joke? You. I want to make a poo and loo joke too, but I want to stay on Twitch. That one. Pitch showed that she really appreciated her mother's efforts. Sparkler giggled behind her hoof. Every time you want to fumigate the restaurant, just hold dinner for a family of Pegasus. No, fucking God, not even the microbes or germs would be alive after something like that. Fuck me. Apology accepted, Durkee acquiesced, not certain that Dinky had really made her best effort. And like I said, yeah, Pegasi, they burp and fart, her best effort. She had heard better from Dinky. It was a constant struggle, trying to get Dinky to learn good table manners. The little unicorn foal kept letting out the most half-hearted burps and farts. Burps and farts. Burps and acquiesced. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that word either. It's spelled like acquiesced. I don't. I gotta look it up. How about do? There you are. The staggering lengths one man can go to just to put his fetishes out in public. Isn't it acquiesced or something like that? I don't know. Here's the word. Here's the word itself in the chat there. It's acquiesced. I don't know. I don't know that fucking word. So you're saying Kudzu wants everyone to get a good whiff of his fetish, Cosmo? Oh well. Yes? Anyway. Yeah, that's that word there. I don't know how to pronounce it. First time I ever heard of it. The little unicorn foal kept letting out the most half-hearted burps and farts. And Derby quietly wondered if Dinky was reaching some stage of rebellion. Oh, and it was at this point quietly wondered if Dinky was reaching some... I had to grit my teeth in anger just to stop myself from screaming with how fucking horrible this is. Quietly wondered if Dinky was reaching some stage of... It's like Zaid earlier had said... Aqueous? Is that Aqueous? Aqueous. I'm gonna squee all over myself. And Zayd had earlier said to play that Yoda song or whatever over really stupid parts. It would have to be fucking blaring with how fucking retarded this is. And Derby quietly wondered if Dinky was reaching some stage of rebellion common during foalhood. Oh, and apparently, this burp and fart thing is so common in Pegasi culture that if you don't do it, it's considered a rebellious foal stage. It's considered... It's like, oh, he's going through a phase, she's going through a phase, don't you worry, she'll grow out of it. It's like, what if you can't? What if I can't what? I don't remember. My memory is dying. Common during foalhood. That's a real social disability. Oh, if you can't burp or fart? Well, that's bodily functions. That's stuff that happens. Good to see you're back, bleeding. Anyway, that's bodily functions. If you can't burp or fart, that means you might have something wrong with your body. The thing is, though, for anyone, the Pegasus with an iron stomach or social pariahs. The thing is, the Pegasi with social disabilities must be, are those who can't eat very well. Like, those who actually have eating problems. Like, eating disorders. and the early stages of growth and development. I mean, you're bad at doing it when it's socially acceptable. You never figured out how to do it on command. No, Pegasi aren't doing it on command. What are you doing? What are you thinking? Some poor kid never learned how to fart. What the fuck have we devolved into? We're talking about fictional Pegasi ponies and... What the fuck? What am I doing with my life? Early stages of growth and development. I'll just drop this. Thank you. What are we doing with our lives? We're talking about something we don't like. We're talking about the fictional universe of a fictional universe. Let's just take a breath and keep going. Her adopted daughter. Goodbye, Bleeding. I hope to see you again. Somewhere, Kuzu just got an idea for a new fic. Oh, are you saying a pony who can't fart or burp is a social, like, pariah? Hell, I'll write that. Give that idea to Bleeding, let him write it. His daughter Sparkler, on the other hoof, was no slouch. She'd been raised by Earth ponies, and while Earth ponies had different table manners than Pegasi, they found humor in bodily functions. It's never too late to send him ideas. Until he's, like, dead or something. I hope, Bleeding, you live a long, happy life, and that you one day write something that's worth the halls of... Look at that, that's really good. It's like those fics where someone... That was weird. It's like those fics where someone comes out of the closet and is bashed by society, but with farts. It's like, oh, you can't fart, you fucking weirdo. Hang him by a tree. They found humor in bodily functions, and appreciated a good belch or a ripping bit of flatulence. For Sparkler, the transition in table manners had been stunningly easy. Sparkler's earlier belch was almost delph... Holy shit, guys. There's a fucking bird in my windowsill. I gotta go spook him away so he doesn't fucking hear this bullshit. Get out of here, little birdie! Kidnap it. Why would I fucking kidnap the bird? What do we... Save the bird from this. God. Get out of here, bird. I'm talking about farts. Oh, God. That went right. I went down the wrong pipe. There we go. Much better. No, I didn't eat the bird before you fucking jackasses make some... The bird was just back for... Was he informing me about the ground moisture? Oh, fuck me. Let's get this over with. Holy fuck. It's only been 5 minutes in. We got 7 or 8 more minutes to go. Transition in table manners had been stunningly easy. Sparkler's earlier belch was almost delphining. Was almost deafening. Mother, said Sparkler, pushing her plate away while looking her mother in the eye. I'm a very confused filly right now. I chased a colt today. I saw him with Apple Cobbler. Oh yeah, and now we're back to the whole fucking theme of the story, which is chasing things for no fucking good reason or with explanation. And sort of freaked out. I told him I wasn't interested in him, but seeing him with... I'm a very confused filly today. I didn't say that. We all are. Other in the eye. I'm a very confused filly right now. Oh. I'm a very confused filly today. Right now. I said right now! Are your ears not working, Zaid? I chased a colt today. I saw him with Apple Cobbler and sort of freaked out. I told him I wasn't interested in him, but seeing him with her is explaining chasing to kids a bit like having the talk. No, because there's no sex involved. If it was like the talk, it would have to be like, you know, this is how reproduction works within our species. So saying the chase is like some comparable thing is basically like the romance. Chasing is romance. Stalking is foreplay. But seeing him with... What's wrong, Zaid? Zaid, what's wrong? Oh god, Zaid, what's wrong? Him with her made me go nuts. I really don't want to get involved with a colt because of what happened to you, explained Sparkler. I went through several different thought processes, but I arrived at a weird idea. Tell us about your weird idea, you robot. I regret nothing, reassured Derpy. I regret nothing. Fucking Postal 3. God, that game was bad. Reassured Derpy. I have Dinky. Times were tough, but we got through them. You shouldn't let what happened hold you back. Pegasi are winged horses. So imagine if their genitals are half equine, half avian. I'm just imagining a cloaca with the fucking clitoris. I'm surprised I haven't seen that more often. It's just a cloaca with a clitoris. It's just a cloaca with a clitoris. Wow, that's one for the fucking books. You shouldn't let what happened hold you back. You shouldn't let... Probably because bird dicks are weird and everyone loves horse genitals. Do birds even have dicks? Imagine a horse cock in a corkscrew Fucking corkscrew shape. What happened to me hold you back? Horse cock in a corkscrew shape. Isn't that bird? Aren't those ducks? Don't ducks have corkscrew dicks? Or does every bird? I'm surprised Bad Dragon hasn't tapped that potential market. Well, how much of a corkscrew are you really going to get into your body, Zaid? That's a good market. Corkscrew dick, cockscrew dick. Still, how much of a cockscrew are you going to get in your ass? Like, honestly. It's like, it goes around, it's like... Hey, ain't no way you're gonna get something like that in there. Cockscrew, copyright. Whatever. Fuck. You shouldn't let what happened to me hold you back. You should feel free to love if you want to. Just learn from what happened, and don't let yourself get sweet-talked into something you're not ready for. The gray mare finished. I don't know what I'm doing, Sparkler confessed. I really don't fit in with other ponies. I'm not even sure how I work. I don't know if I can figure out how dating a colt works. The cockscrew would be easier to get in. Don't tell me how you think it would be. Say it, just don't. It would dig in with ease. People who are into birds seem to be a minority of furries. Featheries? Well, it's a bit like scalies, you know. People who like lizards over fur are usually called scalies. I'm having too much fun thinking about the logistics. Ah, the logistics of a corkscrew. I can figure out how dating a cold works, continued Sparkler. How old is Sparkler? It seems like she's a bit into her teenage years, but she doesn't know how dating works. I don't know if I can figure out how dating a cold works. I was like, how does that... It's Sparkler. You are my Sparkler. I love you. And your mother loved you. You just need to figure out who and what you are, my silly filly, Derpy said lovingly. You're my sister. No need to be anything else, Dinky offered. So now here's Dinky undermining her mother's previous advice by saying, you don't need to be anything, just be my big sister. I found a corkscrew penis plug on Amazon, is that close enough? God. Penis plug. Fuck me. Guys, no, stop. Don't post the link. Don't do it. You're my sister. No need to be anything else, Dinky offered. I don't want you dating. I want you all for myself, confessed Dinky. And now Dinky just admitted to her step big sister that she wants to fuck her. I chased the stallion today, Derpy said. We snoot bumped, by accident, and I saw something in his eyes. He's special. There was a bit of misunderstanding, though. Well, a big misunderstanding, really. But he was really nice about everything and tried so hard to make it up to me. Oh fuck, I still have the burp Audacity open. What's wrong with me? Well, a big misunderstanding, really. But he was... Wait, did I miss some casual incest? Oh yeah, here, I'll bring it back to you. We're bringing it back. Derpy said lovingly. You're my sister. No need to be anything else, Dinky offered. I don't want you dating. I want you all for myself, confessed Dinky. Yep, there. Dinky wants that big sister puss. Misunderstanding, though. Well, a big misunderstanding, really. But he was really nice about everything and tried so hard to make it up to me, the Pegasus mare added as she began to fluff out her feathers and waggle her ears. You fluff out your feathers? Sometimes I just don't know what goes wrong, Derpy. Codes just keeps piling the fetishes. There's a big pile on the floor. It's making a mess. Sometimes I just don't know what goes wrong, Derpy added. Oh, and there it is. I don't know what went wrong. Callback because memes. We need memes. He added, trailing off. Gutsu Haiku's relaxing vacation. I'd read that. I'd narrate it and then stream it. Understand the chase thing, Spark. Here. I still don't understand the chase thing. 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 I wouldn't read it, but I'd like to know that it existed. Also, I still don't understand the chase thing. I forget who this is, Sparkler or Dinky, but the chase thing, they don't understand it. They don't understand. You know what I'm gonna do? Do this. Understand the chase thing. Let's make it louder, actually. You should probably turn down your earphones. This story doesn't even need commentary. This is gonna be really fucking loud, so you should probably turn down your headphones right now. I still don't understand the chase thing, Derpy added, trailing off. I still don't understand the chase thing, Sparkler said. Pegasus tradition, replied Derpy. So, there. The chase, the only story that riffs itself. So there, Derpy just said, Pegasus tradition. the chase is Pegasus tradition. So why is it that when a unicorn is chased by a Pegasus, the Pegasi are all like, "Oh, you ain't gonna get away, you stupid fuck," putting hard-working riffers out of work. "Yeah, you ain't gonna get away. You're gonna get molested, you stupid shit." It's like, fuck me. I don't like. What do unicorns do? Asked Sparkler. Get chased, apparently, replied Derpy, now shaking with laughter. Okay, so think back to the past 5-10 seconds of this conversation. Did it seem like they were enjoying the conversation to such a point that they were laughing? I can't imagine the lawsuit spawned by chasing. Anyway, the past 5-10 seconds of this conversation, did it seem like anyone was at the point of laughing really hard? Can either of you say that? No? Zaid, what do you think? Did it seem like they were on the point of just laughing? Laughing really hard, even. Would you say that, Zaid? I already forgot what was going on. Too busy talking about corkscrew dicks. Well, here. Listen to this. Do unicorns do? Asked Sparkler. Get chased, apparently, replied Derpy, now shaking with laughter. My mind only exists for the moment whenever the chase is involved. Listen. Laughter, now shaking with laughter. At no point in this fucking dinner side conversation did it seem like that Derpy was on the verge of laughing. And is now laughing so hard her body is shaking. I missed it. Like, out of everything, this is probably what gets me the most. Because you can make a stupid universe as long as your characters make some sense. Why would Derpy just start laughing out of nowhere? Laughing really hard, even. I don't get it. I don't understand. So that's why we're gonna get a really fucking loud laugh track or something. It's just gonna be the loudest. Because Derpy. Makes sense. You and Kuzu have something in common. Laugh track. The guy at the end. Alright. You think that was good? Do you think that'll do? Do you think that would work? Put in the Seinfeld transition sound. Yes, perfect. Seinfeld transition music. Too short. Maybe this one. That'll do. Now I got two things I need to download. Or convert, at least. Get out of here, advertisement. There, that's downloaded. Now for the other thing. Watch movies better at better search tools. What? Seinfeld theme. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There's that whole thing. With laughter. Put that there. Shaking with laughter. At what point do you think we should put in the Seinfeld transition sound? Should we do it like... Fuck. Right about here? Maybe somewhere near the end? What do you think, Zaid, Cosmo, whoever else is here? Laughter for a few seconds, then transition. Alright. I'll tell you what though, whoever made that transition sound is a musical genius because it's so catchy. In the future, you could look into using a laughing record for something. Don't know what. Yeah, I keep all of the sound effects I download. I'm going to keep this, the laugh track, the burping, farting thing. I keep everything. I keep it all. What's wrong with me? Dramatic moments. After. Right about here. Right here will do it. When MC starts losing limbs. Add the laugh track and then the Seinfeld transition sound. We're keeping this. Now shaking with laughter. What was so funny there? What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, why did she start laughing as I was narrating it? Should I keep that in? As like I'm conversing with the laughing audience and Derpy is like, what's so funny? Keep it. Yep. Yep. We're keeping it. Sparkler giggled and felt better. Her mother had a simple approach to everything. Because she's a simple mare. Everything. Because she's a simple mare. She's as... You're a part of the audience, or you're the one who didn't get it. You get escorted by security. Now that'd be way too many sound effects. I'd have to do like stomping feet, then I'd have to edit my own voice to be like lower and echoey. I'm not that smart when it comes to editing. Duties, Dinky said in embarrassed tones. So do little fillies, replied Sparkler, smiling at her sister. No, really, colts are gross. And one came into the little filly's room the other day and scared us all, Dinky exclaimed. Rumble really had to go, and the colt's room was full, so he came right in and did his business. How underfunded is this school that the bathrooms don't have enough spots for everyone? It starts as a reading of The Chase, but then devolves into Voice Guy's adventure with the security staff. I don't want to be a part of that adventure, no siree. Especially if the security staff are big and African American. Dinky said, waving her hooves alarmingly. Back to the school. Why don't... I don't know if this is something different, but she really embezzled all the money. Why would she... Wait, she's just a teacher. Why would she get the money? Why would she be in charge of school funding? She's just one teacher. Actually, who is the leader? The leader? Who's like... She clearly has a drug habit. Yep. Waving her hooves alarmingly. Come on, Dinky. Not all colts are bad. One day, you're going to grow up and think one of them is worth chasing. She's the only teacher. Those cheerleader outfits don't buy themselves. Teased Derpy, her tone gentle. Nuh-uh, Dinky retorted. Pina Colada and I promised to protect each other from colts because they're icky, the unicorn filly added. That's right. Not only does Dinky want her stepsister's puss, she also has a friend that she also wants to give a little of the dink to. Colada seem to be really good friends, Sparkler said. Hey, maybe that's why she's such a shitty teacher in the story. Because of embezzlement and drugs? Berry Punch and I are good friends, mentioned Derpy. Makes sense with how much time Dinky and Pina Colada spend together because of Berry and I. She uses all the money destined to education for her own purposes. Everyone gets a harem in this story. Female-led harems? Absolutely harem. Berry and I, added Derpy. Just wait. I swear, we're imagining better storylines than the story actually has. If only we had the literature talent to write it out. If only we had the talent to write them. Alright, we're almost done. We got like 10 or 12, like 5 or 6 more minutes. Berry Punch and my mother were good friends. It's not as though that's a hard task. Fucking damn it. Berry Punch. I don't remember what happened here. This wasn't a reaction to something that was happening in the story. I don't know. I don't remember what happened here. Fucking damn it. Oh well. Not sure what happened here. Berry Punch and my mother were good friends. I get confused sometimes. I don't know if I love Berry Punch because of who she is, or because of the memories of my mother that she holds, said Sparkler, suddenly looking a little sad. Ah, damn it, I hope it didn't pick up. Where'd it go? Suddenly looking a little sad. Oh yeah, there was a fucking dog barking. I hope they didn't pick up, but apparently it did. Hurrah! Sparkler. I'm not that one. Fuck. Kill the dog. Kudzu demands it. Sparkler, suddenly looking a little sad. You're confusing the... I am confused. You're confused. Too, Derpy answered. Berry Punch is who she is because she holds your mother's memories. Fuck, just keep the dog in there, in fact. Just keep it, I don't care. They were very, very close. Losing her mother... You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna amplify the little doggy. Very close. Losing her mother made life very difficult for Barry, Derpy explained. I'm getting tired. How long have we been streaming? 11:30, 1:02 now. It's like an hour. About an hour and a half. I once wondered if I loved you because you were my best friend or because you were my big sister. An hour and a half, I think. I once wondered if I loved you because you were my best friend or because you were my big sister. Can't be both, Dinky said, and it took me a while to figure out that it didn't matter. She finished. Derpy felt a fierce sense of pride as she watched her foals. I'm getting hungry. I thought you just ate fucking steak and rice. Or that was oatmeal and coffee. Cosmo had steak and rice. I thought you just... But I'm too lazy. We're almost done. And then we just gotta compile it and then put it in the Movie Maker and then do things in Movie Maker that you think would be funny. So we still got a while. Fuck me. Still, this is the last bit of the story where you talk about Bucky, the protagonist of the story, who has very little in this particular chapter. We're almost done, don't you worry. A lone unicorn was feeling oddly lonesome. It was a strange feeling, one he hadn't really felt before. Unicorns were well suited to solitary living, given over to intellectual pursuits, their studies, and their hobbies. Neurosis was actually encouraged among their kind. They had it pounded into their little horned heads from an early age that individuality, a rejection of their base instincts, and rejecting the herd mentality is what set them apart, and perhaps even above, their fellow ponies and other tribes. So, I explained this in the thread, but at a young age, every single unicorn that's been born, or ever will be born, is told that he is better than the other tribes. Because... so they're basically racially antisocial, going against the entire point of friendship being magic. Yes, Cosmo, thank you. The entire point of the show is that friendship is magic. And this is saying... has taken this universe, this setting, with this rule, and made a society which is racist, casually racist, against the other tribes for no fucking reason. For not even for reasons that would really make sense. It's like, oh, we have magic and they don't. Oh, we're better than them. No, it's because we are better than the other races because we're individuals. Drama is a reason. We're individuals. We are neurotic. We are better than them because we like to be different. What? In what fucking universe does that even make sense? What? I don't understand. Ugh. Can't wait for next Sunday. Apart, and perhaps even above, their fellow ponies and other tribes. Incredibly cheap drama. Can't wait for next Sunday's stream where we talk about how great Pegasi are in comparison to Earth Ponies and Unicorns. And then Chapter 7, which we just explained Earth Ponies are actually better than Pegasi and Unicorns. Because, let's face it, sure, unicorns had families, even loving families, but they made sure to enforce... What the fuck? Oh, fucking thing. Oh yeah, my door just opened. Value meal drama. Yeah, around here my door just opened randomly. So. What the fuck? It just struck me that somewhere out there's people who really care about this fic and its racial squabbling. I kind of care, but not in the way that you think. Sure, unicorns had families, even loving families, but they made sure to enforce the notion that they were different from other ponies and their families. A foal or two to satisfy the status quo, but never more than a foal or two. Just there. Oh, we can only have 1 or 2 kids, can't have more than that, otherwise we're sexually miscreant. Because it's high society. Otherwise, some pony might begin to think you were one of those sex-crazed Earth ponies who had more foals than common sense. Because wanting to have a lot of children is considered foolish. I'm going to read random comments on this story. Being a unicorn sounds terrible. I don't know what that is. I'm clicking compressor, but for whatever reason, it's not like compressing it. It's amplifying it. What was the other thing? Oh, there. Foals were also conveniently sent off to boarding schools and private universities so they wouldn't be in the way. Unicorns have been very careful to create social institutions that would do... Oh, by the way, apparently there are loving unicorn families, but... because about it... Okay. I'm assuming this is a comment that you've gotten, Zaid. Okay. A comment on The Chase by Kudzu Haiku. In particular, Chapter 5. Because, about a year ago, my life imploded and hit pretty much the lowest point ever. And now, a lot of these feelings are now associated with this story. Writing calls up a head full of intense mental hurt. It took me a while to even figure out what was going on, but I guess I got pretty traumatized at some point. I don't know if I can explain it. There was also the fact that I paralyzed with utter indecision on how and where to break this story because of the 1,000 chapter limit. Apparently that's the reason why Kudzu hasn't updated in 6 months. So I was right! It took me a while to... I was right! I was right all along! Kudzu just wanted to write. He didn't have any fucking idea where this was going. He didn't care. He just wanted to write words on a fucking page. I was right. I was correct. Someone give me all of the money. Unicorns have been very careful to create social institutions that would do all of the messy foal rearing for them. Oh, and apparently there are loving unicorn families, but they have specifically created social institutions to actually raise the foals themselves instead of the parents to actually do it. Because yes, that's healthy. So their private lives wouldn't be terribly interrupted by the intrusive new life form. Intrusive new life form! Jesus Christ, there's a guy in the comments who's on his 4th read. Who works in those institutions? I'm guessing Pegasi and Earth Ponies? Rip comment, guy's sanity. I'm guessing Earth ponies and Pegasi because apparently unicorns don't know how to properly raise a little baby. Like, listen to this! So their private lives wouldn't be terribly interrupted by the intrusive new life form. Life form! Life form! Jesus Christ! Single mothers were common, and homosexuality was actually seen as a solution for couplehood without the pesky obligations or the messy accident of an unexpected foal. Life form. Like Bucky had been. Oh, and in this chapter, it's revealed that Bucky was an accident. Just no fanfare. No big reveal. Just, oh, he was an accident. But, burp, there he is. One of his earliest memories was being sent off on a train to Celestia School for Gifted Unicorns. The chase was an accident. Kudzu Haiku was an accident. Was Celestia School for Gifted Unicorns. He occasionally went Celestia was Celestia's off on a train was Celestia's School for Gifted Unicorns. This reeks of bad fantasy writing. There's a bunch of people called X, they all look like Y and like Z. It's putting an entire race into a boring monoculture. He occasionally went home for visits, but it was awkward because his parents were strangers, and he really didn't know them. And it was mutual. So Bucky didn't know his own parents for the longest time, and with his parents was awkward and painful, and he had finally given up. He had settled in Ponyville, having come here several times, having come here several times during his week-long breaks from school. Could be worse. What's this? What is this you're showing? What is this?
Want to make a fantasy world? Great! The magic and mystery are at your command while shaping a fantastic world full of exotic wonders. Yet who will live in this marvelous fantasy world? Why, we need to make some fantasy races. But there's so many wonderful fantasy races and numerous stories across many different mediums. How do we stand out from the crowd? By ripping off J.R.R. Tolkien, of course. Now some of you may think that the genre of fantasy is an excuse to free one's imagination to create truly alien and bizarre races. But that is utterly wrong. Fantasy is all about being derivative and not getting out of your comfort zone. It is very important that the genre of fantasy remain sternly under the shadow of Tolkien and make no attempts to push the boundaries in any way. We do this by copying Tolkien's fantasy races while making sure to completely miss the point of Tolkien's themes.
See, I'm not sure. See, I don't really care for Tolkien, honestly. Never liked Lord of the Rings. Having come here several times during his week-long breaks from school, when he had decided to stop going home. His parents were stuffy, uptight, repressed, and resented him deeply for forcing himself unannounced into their lives. Yep, there it is. Bucky was not only an accident, his parents didn't love him. He never got Daddy's love, Daddy's acceptance. He never got hugged by his mother. Bucky is truly the most tragic Gary Stu. I see some version of that rant every say on TG. And they had told him so, right in front of the family therapist. It had been a major part of the decision to never go home again. And now, Bucky was feeling an increasing sense of agitation welling up inside of him. His solitary pursuits now interrupted by a strange need, a weird, unfamiliar feeling of longing for something. and because Bucky had bumped into Derpy. All of these feelings of repressed emotion, all this repressed repressed emotion, is now bursting out of the seams, is now welling up inside of him. Because it's okay that he's a stewish character, because his parents didn't love him. Well, Cosmo, I don't know if you knew this. That's how it works, right? I don't know if you knew this, Cosmo, but there are different classifications of the Mary Sue character, such as evil, or... See, most Gary Stews are usually considered good guys, but you can have an evil Gary Stew. You can have a tragic Gary Stew. You can have a dark and edgy Gary Stew. And Bucky here is the type that isn't all that powerful, isn't all that interesting, yet he somehow gets all of the mares and all of the action. And this is explained that his parents didn't love him very much. You can't see it, but I'm going insane. He couldn't concentrate. He couldn't read. He couldn't sit still and listen to a record. He didn't feel like eating anything, even though he was hungry. He felt scared, a little lonely, a little agitated, and mostly, he just felt angry. Really angry. He felt hangry, actually. He probably should have just eat something and then go to sleep. Methods for dealing with life seemed to be working. Finally, he could stand it no longer, and he fled from his apartment, now chased. There is a side story for the chase that has, and I quote, all the other stuff far too sexy for the teen-rated version of the chase. Wait. Teen-rated? The chapter I got this was the M-rated version. What are you showing me here? The Chase, The Lost Chapters by Kutsu Haiku 6, alternate universe, comedy, romance, slice of life. This isn't Clop, this is equine erotica. Guess what? You can still jack it to erotica. It's all a mess. This is rated M. But I can say for a fact that this chapter that I'm narrating is also from a version of The Chase that is rated M. So, I'm sorry? I'm confused. Should I just shoot myself now? Now chased by the pain of his past. It was something. The sonic boom boom. Actually, that sounds pretty hot. By the pain of his past. It was something he was unable to outrun. Oh, here's more chasing, but this time he's getting chased by his dark side. Oh, and here's a rant on the story. This is a little rant that I did. This isn't healthy. I've said many times that a society like this just wouldn't work, but this is societal suicide. Does that mean his dark side wants to fuck him? This couldn't have gone off the ground if this had happened. How? Like, this is an adventure, and it's not one I want to go on, but now I'm actually curious how this fucking society had survived for this long. But knowing Kutsu Haiku, he probably just like, oh, it works. It works. See that mountain? You can climb it. It just works. I want to fucking shoot myself. And that is The Chase, Chapter 5. There's no more. We're gonna do this safe project. No, not that. We're going to export audio. The Chase, Chapter 5. Internet stuff. New file. Didn't know The Chase was a dystopia. Sounds worse than that, friend. Finals. We save that to finals. I gotta set up a new camera for Movie Maker, so if you'll give me a moment. There we are. So, now we do the other thing. Oh, yeah. Two. Yeah. Oh, well, whatever. It's funnier if we don't do it correct. It's funny. And then finally. One more title for good measure. Chapter 5. And now we actually add the audio. Better hurry up, Zaid. We're almost done with the thing. We're almost done. Damn it, where did I save it? Fuck. Shit. Alright, there it is. $7.49. 48. That'll do. Alright, before I click save movie, do you... Wait, hold on. before I click save movie now, do you, Cosmo, have anything you think I should add? Can't think of anything? Well, I'd hate to throw Zaid out into the bad weather out there, but we are almost done, so may as well just save it. What do you think we should name the file, actually, though? What I currently have is just my movie. What's a good title, do you think? Cheerly's Big Heist. Yep, that'll do. And now the video is saving. Thank you, Cosmo. Thank you, Zaid. Thank you, Bleedin, for everything that you've suggested. It will all compile into one of the greatest things that will ever hit the internet until next Sunday when we do another stream. Life is a big game, isn't it? It really is. What was that? Love you guys. Can't wait to see you next Sunday. Goodbye.